This is my first video in a series of videos that'll teach you how to phrase English naturally. Now at this point, you're probably asking yourself, what is phrasing? Phrasing refers to how individual words are pronounced in connected speech. When we string words together in speech, they sometimes change their pronunciation according to the words around them. And phrasing is just knowing what form to use in what place. It's not about speaking faster, although correct phrasing will allow you to speak faster and still sound natural and correct. It's about speaking more fluidly, more fluently. When people talk about being fluent in a language, one of the indicators of that fluency is natural, effortless phrasing. For instance, take this simple sentence. As an English learner, you might be thinking, oh, that's easy. I can go to your office. Of course, there's nothing wrong with that pronunciation. All the words are pronounced correctly, and the message is perfectly understandable. However, it's not what you'll normally hear from a native speaker. Most Americans will actually say something closer to this. I can go to your office. I can go to your office. I can go to your office. Before we continue, I need to make a little disclaimer. I use a phonetic transcription in my videos that's a little different from the IPA you've probably already learned or seen in dictionaries. This is because I feel my transcription better reflects actual American pronunciation, and I'll explain the differences in another video. So going back to our sentence, at first glance you'll notice that if you compare the two transcriptions, the native version is shorter. So obviously some sounds have been reduced or cut. Let's start with I can go. Phrased more naturally, this actually sounds like this. I can go. I can go. I can go. Let's look at what changed. When we put the word can between I and go, it, number one, lost its stress. It lost its vowel. The initial k sound turned into a g sound. The n at the end turned into a ng sound, as in king.
I can go. I can go. I can go. Oh, I can go. Oh, I can go. Oh, I can go. 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 I can go.
I can go by myself. I can go by myself. I can go.
Next in our sentence, we have the words go to, which when phrased naturally sound like go-to, go-to, go-to. And finally, we have the words your office, which when phrased naturally sound like your office, your office. Here we see that when the word your is unstressed, it becomes your. In other words, the vowel is er. And we also see that this carries over to the next word because it starts with a vowel. Instead of saying office, we say roffice, roffice, your office, your office. The result of all this wonderful phrasing is go to your office, go to your office.
Go to your office, I'll handle this. Go to your office, go to your office.
Let's go to your office. Let's go to your office. Let's go to your office.
Go to your office. Go to your office. Go to your office.
Your office. Your office. Your office.
From this example, we see that some words have a completely different pronunciation when unstressed and when stressed. For example, I can, when unstressed, sounds like eigen, eigen. The preposition to, when unstressed, sounds like ra, goda, goda. But phrasing isn't just about individual words and their pronunciation. It also has to do with word stress, what words we emphasize in a sentence depending on what we're feeling or trying to communicate. For instance, if you look at our sample sentence, you'll see two accent marks. These indicate that go and raw are the loudest syllables in this sentence. However, they indicate something else. that raw is louder than go. Phonetically speaking, we say that go has secondary stress and raw has primary stress. You may already be familiar with English words that have a primary stress and a secondary stress, like photographic, or international, international. Well, phrasing involves pronouncing an entire sentence like one word with a primary stress and one or more secondary stresses. This is called a phonological word. I can go to your office. I can go to your office. Now, in order to form phonological words correctly in English, you're going to have to learn what words can be reduced and how to reduce them. And that's exactly what I'll be teaching you in future videos in this series. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please support me by giving it a like and subscribing.